The blackwashing of Severus Snape is a much bigger deal than you think it is. Beyond, of course, the obvious, the absolute ridiculous lunacy of picking the single whitest character in the entire book series to race swap. And bear you in mind, there was always going to be race swaps in a current year iteration of Harry Potter. A very left-wing setting made by very left-wing people. Somebody was gonna get blacked. But Severus Snape, a character that even J.K. Rowling herself has drawn as white, sallow-cheeked, with black, greasy hair, has got to be the single most ridiculous choice out of them all, particularly taking into consideration his history as well. I don't know, being bullied by a group of young white boys for the entirety of his school life. That's gonna hit somewhat different when it's a young black boy, isn't it? Particularly in the current year. Honestly, I would not be surprised either, by the way, if that was part of the reason for the casting of Papa Esidu here, that the writers have a colonialist narrative in mind, showing the evil white boys back in the day bullying the poor black child, and here comes the son of those vile white colonialists, and the black guy is going to be passing on some sins of the father. And eventually, of course, turning out to be the hero, the good guy, and so on. But even then, I'm not entirely sure they're intelligent enough to make that of a storyline, honestly, and make it make actual sense. I'm also honestly surprised that the guy accepted the job. You would have thought when they called him up and like, hello, we're gonna cast you as Severus Snape, that he'd slam the phone down and block the number, because this means he's gonna get absolutely ridiculed for the next 10 to 15 odd years in all due likelihood. Hell, it has already started. No, Professor, it's that it's been beeping all semester. It wouldn't even take magic to fix it. This is a meme goldmine of near unprecedented dimensions, but that even is not the important part. Oh no, the important part is this. Now, I'm sure you all remember this from back in the day. Dumbledore's army is still recruiting. Now we can't afford to go to Hogwarts. Yes, we're all witches. Or without Hermione, Harry would have died in book 1. This spawned the meme of just read another goddamn book. As for several years there, the left's entire cultural identity rested on this one series of children's books in its entirety. Every political opponent had a parallel in a Harry Potter book. Everything that they disliked was paralleled in the Harry Potter book. And everything they liked was in the Harry Potter books too. It became the left's cultural touchstone. And that is why the blackwashing of Severus Snape is such a big deal. This is the left's childhood. This is their Batman, this is their Superman, this is their old school silver and gold age comic books. This is what they grew up with, and it is about to be bastardized in the exact same way all of our stuff was. Because remember, the Harry Potter TV series, not TV series, but series of movies, was pretty goddamn good. It was largely a fairly faithful adaptation of the original work, which is also pretty damn good. The left has grown up with what was pretty damn good entertainment, pretty damn faithful interpretations of that entertainment, even indeed several fairly faithful video games based on that entertainment. The left has had their golden age of childhood entertainment in Harry Potter. Now the left has grown up and believes that this is what they want. But as we have seen at every step of this, diversity murders quality. It always happens. When you push politics ahead of the actual story, and the Harry Potter story, for as much as the left tries to make it so, is not actually a particularly political story at all. It is a fairly simple good versus evil storyline at its base. Hell, not even at its base, throughout and throughout, really. It's a fairly classical story. When you begin forcing politics into it, which is what they are so blatantly doing here, and which is what they will be doing with this, you are going to ruin it. You are going to severely damage it. You are going to severely upset the relationship between important characters. Harry Potter's father, his relations with Severus Snape, Harry Potter's mother, the subsequent relationship with Harry Potter himself. All of this will be severely upset by the racial change of Severus Snape. This is going to be probably bad. Almost certainly bad. Could they pull a rabbit out of the hat? Could Papa Esidu deliver a blow-away performance? Absolutely, it's possible, but as we've said again and again, it very rarely, if ever, actually happens. And this, of course, doesn't merely extend to just the casting. The casting of Black Severus Snape is but the forward-facing problem. On the back end of this, you are going to see mass DEI. You are going to see writers, screenwriters, authors. You are going to see the stage managers, the set people, the people making costumes and props. All of these tasks will also be infected with DEI. Meaning, the best guy for the job isn't going to get it. The man with the correct skin color, the correct plumbing downstairs, the man with the correct pronouns will be selected for the job. And then you'll get a Rings of Power problem where the chainmail looks like goddamn t-shirts, etc. You'll be looking at poor framing of shoots. You'll be looking at poor pacing. You'll be looking at shitty costumes. You'll be looking at shitty sets. And one thing that the Harry Potter movies managed to nail very, very well was the feeling of Hogwarts, the magical atmosphere of it all, the coloration of it was all expertly done. This is probably going to be lacking in this show. It is going to be overall, near certainly, one of lesser quality. And the people who built their entire existence of this are going to look at it and feel as betrayed as we did. This could unironically be the moment where we hold up what the left did to us and go, see? Do you like it when it happens to you? This is your comics. This is your superheroes. This is your anime, your 40K, your Lord of the Rings that you are violating now. Do you still like it as much when it's happening to you? I honestly suspect that this is going to bring a whole wave of converts over to, at the very least, the center, and possibly even the outright right wing, as they begin to realize the damage that has been done to them, and then begin to see the parallels of the damage having been done to other shows. Now, it's not going to happen overnight, of course, but this, I believe, will be the first step on a journey of discovery for a lot of people who genuinely did believe that diversity equaled strength, that didn't really have a long-term relationship with old school comics, or with anime, or The Lord of the Rings, etc. And so when they saw their race swaps happening there, they thought, well, this is clearly just making it better. I don't understand what the original was, and so making it more diverse, well, it appeals to my politics as I see it. Therefore, it is good. Now, bear you in mind, it is also, of course, entirely possible that it will be seen as a reinforcement of their politics, because there are some people that put their politics above their entertainment. Those are the true tourists. However, they are usually tourists in other people's settings. When they come into 40K, it is politics above all. When they come into Star Wars, it is politics above all. Will that mantra hold true, I wonder, for their own childhood? for their own entertainment. We haven't really had an opportunity to see just yet. Even like Hogwarts Legacy, for example, which did have pinches of diversity and wokeism here and there, most assuredly so, was still a fairly good product. And you didn't really quite see the devastation of what true wokeism can do to a piece of entertainment. I, for one, am very interested in finding out just how tolerant the left will be of a fire set in its own house. Do let me know what you think about all this in the comment section down below, as I'm intrigued to hear your point of view on this. And until next time, I've been Arch. Thank you all very much for watching, and I hope to see you all again soon. Till then, have a good day.